Hello, chatter. Welcome back to brand new flashy video. Today we're reacting to the Fortnite Season 2 live event explained. So yeah, it was a very short mini event. I streamed it. Go check out the stream. The stream's not that long, so yeah, you can check it out after this video. But anyways, yeah, it was I don't know. It was very bad. I mean, it was a mini event, so it wasn't really that good. It was a mid, like very low mid. But anyways, let's just watch the video because I need this to be explained. So yeah, like and subscribe, and yeah.
Season 2 live event is here. The 0 point is partially rebuilt, and the Voyager activates his laser to power the core.
This was so cool, bro.
It's so powerful, these strands and branches spawn that reach across the island, all leading to portals to other realities. This is the story of the live event and what these portals bring. The secret groundwork Fortnite has created for this chapter, and what happens next in Season 2. This chapter, and on a mission to stop the Dark Voyager. He's working together with the Ice King to slowly collect the lost shards of the 0 point, but we don't fully understand.
You know, I'm really loving the merging the OG mode. Sorry, the OG mode and the new and just battle royale. It's really cool, and it's going to be a really fun merge. You know, anyways, okay, let's just get it.
And why he's rebuilding it. This is what brought our heroes.
I think he wants the power for the last reality, because the last reality wants power, so he's building it. So he can just get power for last reality. Probably.
Back, but at first, it was only the Order. When she got here, she teamed up with Hope and Jones, building a landing pad so other members of the Seven could arrive, and soon after, the Visitor rocketed down.
I mean, the Visitor rocketing, that was kind of better than the 0 point one that just happened.
Except this wasn't our Visitor. He's from an alternate timeline. You see, OG Fortnite actually has a storyline of its own, and now they are slowly entangling. With two members.
Yeah, they're merging. It's okay. I gotta stop pausing.
Members of the Seven here, the Dark Voyager rushes to retrieve the third shard, ripping it from another reality, and brings it back in our live event. Now, portals are open all across the island, each belonging to a different reality. One even home to the Ice King. And this is what kickstarts a war in next season. But there's a bigger plan happening in the background. A reason Captain America is in the teaser trailer, and what factions arrive in Season 2 tell us everything. Because there will be different groups controlling different parts of the island. We already have the Seven, the Dark Voyager, and the Ice King, but that's just the beginning. You see, the Dark Voyager disrupted countless realities in his search for these shards. And now in the new trailer, Fishstick gave away that his home reality was hiding the...
I thought that was his home reality, but I guess he kind of just confirmed it, so yeah, that's cool. I guess he's from a different reality. That's weird, though. It's kind of weird.
Third shard, and the Voyager shows no mercy taking it.
But Core Castle got to come back, bro. It's gotta come back.
And so we're seeing first
such an ominous laugh. That's sick, dude.
And all of the new rivalry starting. Fishstick betrayed his people to save himself, and now they are very mad. So not only are we fighting between 3 factions, but countless more affected by these shards. And we've already got a glimpse at each and every one of them through these portals. Right here in Bumpy Bay, you can see Fishstick's reality 7021. The same home to Coral Castle, and this will be brought to the island because of the open gateway. But what about the other two? Well,
this one, we don't really know. It's a big mystery.
It is a complete mystery, landing right here in the desert area. This portal doesn't have much to tell us, but it's bound to bring yet another faction of warriors to the island for the showdown. And if this is starting to feel familiar, you're absolutely right. Next season is basically a reimagined version of both Resistance and 0 point.
I liked it, but 0 point, like, that was like, they're all their bosses. And Resistance, I really like Resistance. It was a very good season. So I'm really excited for the season. It's going to be so cool.
Which saw Jones recruit hunters from across the Omniverse to help defend the island. Obviously, we know how that ended, but the main point here is that we'll also be seeing a bunch of new collabs enter the battle. From Overwatch to Looney Tunes and so many more, all of these realities are colliding. and it's only a matter of who chooses which side to fight on. I'll just say, the fact that Bugs Bunny working with the Dark Voyager is an actual possibility, it's just insane. But it's not...
Dark Voyager and Bugs Bunny teaming up. Come on, that'd be peak. I mean, come on, that would be big!
Just new realities joining the fray, because we've also got Hope calling in even more backup, this time from our Chapter 6 friends. If you paid attention to her dialogue the last couple weeks, recently she told us a rumor that Daigo left to join the Elites. They're the faction of top-level mercenaries like Zadie over in Reload's reality.
Oh, so Reload is just like a training ground, I guess, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I always wondered what it really was, but that's cool. I like that.
And so now her latest questline has us preparing for their arrival, which means Zadie and Daigo will be joining the fight next season as our allies. So we've got 2 new realities seeping through, old friends returning, and an omniverse of collaborations jumping in. But what about the third and final portal? Well, that belongs to the Ice King. He's our next big villain, teaming up with the Dark Voyager and making even more trouble for the Seven. You see, unlike other realities he's visited, the Dark Voyager simply took the shard by force, with no one powerful enough to stop him. But it looks like, as soon as he met the Ice King shard, things went differently. With his sights not set on a giant fight, they instead partnered up, with the Voyager likely offering him a sliver of power from the completed 0 point in return. But why would he agree to this? It's actually completely out of character, considering the Ice King wasn't our enemy before.
It's pretty obvious why he would agree, man. He probably wants power, dude. Like, he's a king. He wants ice. Okay, he wants, like, ice powers.
So, let me explain. If you look back to Zero War, you'll remember our group of heroes...
Zero War? That was such a great comic run, bro. I have the comics. I still have them. I read them from time to time. They're really good. Really good.
Went to the Ice Moon when chasing Doom and stumbled upon the King's Castle and his message. He keeps artifacts that he deems too dangerous to exist, and even tried to hold the evil beings like the prisoner. But thanks to the ice thawing, he escaped, revealing his true form as the Fire King and battling each other on the Chapter 1 island. So, while he tried to trap Jones and our heroes in the castle to die, it was only for the good of the Omniverse. So now we're left wondering, why would this guy partner with someone trying to destroy it? Well, the answer is that this is not our Ice King. He seems to be the alternate version from OG's timeline, who only recently awoke from his slumber and cast his icy spell. But this appearance was very different from the one teased now, because his castle receives a massive upgrade when he arrives in...
So yeah, Dark Voyager probably gave him powers to make that giant thing. Oh my god, that's so cool.
In the Chapter 7...
It's like black ice, bro.
...island. Perhaps even thanks to the Voyager as payment. He also has a full-blown icicle suit, perhaps yet another gift from the Voyager in exchange for the shard. But even alone, this Ice King is still dangerous, because
That's Aura.
Not only has he got several characters locked up, from the Prisoner to Captain America, he even has the Foundation. He's our main objective for Season 2's launch, and with him frozen in ice, he might not even be freed until later in the season. But the question everyone's
secret skin, that'd be sick as a secret skin, that'd be so tough.
Asking, who is this Foundation? We've dealt with an alternate visitor, a different Ice King, so who's to say this Foundation is the one we've known all of these years? Well, the answer's hiding right in front of us.
I mean, they might change the voice actor, because they don't want to pay for The Rock. I mean, The Rock is a lot of money, bro. I mean, jeez.
The entire suit has been redesigned, especially when you look at the helmet. But that's not unusual, considering he actually lost it when he fled the island in Chapter 3. But is The Rock still gonna play him? He's a very expensive actor, so we're all expecting a change, but it looks like he may actually be back. Because if you take a closer look at his chest piece, you'll notice he's kept that iconic vent over his heart, which is something the original skin had purely based on The Rock's real-life tattoos. Combine that with this suspicious picture of a Rock that Fortnite tweeted, and we might see an insane...
The Rock, the Rock picture, and they kept the little thing. He's come. I want him to come back so bad, dude.
Come back. All I'm just saying is, if we get John Cena as the Ice King, the prophecy will...
They're not gonna. They don't have enough money for that. They don't have enough money for that, bro.
Be foretold. So once we save him, that is 3 of the 7 back in the fight. But what about the rest? Well, the Imagined is now fully confirmed dead.
You've become reckless, like your sister.
The Imagined would understand the stakes here. I'm surprised you don't.
Did you learn nothing from losing her?
Now we do know the Scientist, Origin, and Original...
Dang. I mean, I don't really care for her. She looks like the Wednesdays logo, dude. So I don't care for her.
Visitor are chromed and missing ever since, leaving us only with the Paradigm. She also went missing...
Look, I don't think... I don't even think they're gonna like get Paradigm back or another reality. Probably another reality because they are not gonna pay for Brie Larson, dude. Jeez.
After Zero Fusion formed the island in Chapter 4, but we're not out of hope yet. Talk to Jones and he'll tell you that the Seven are the best allies you could ask for, and he still hopes they're not the last of the Seven to join us.
Hopefully not.
One of which isn't even our visitor. He's already arguing with the Order, having conflicting views on how the Voyager should be handled, and that's where a crazy theory begins to form. What if he's an undercover agent for him? Think about it. This guy appears out of nowhere, offers his help, but all we've seen him do is tell the Order to back down, be hesitant, and avoid interfering. Could this visitor really just be another ploy to give him more time to assemble the shards until it's too late to stop him? Jones doesn't think so. You can find him along with Hope and all.
That would be good. That would be a good story. Like him just portraying us. That'd be good storytelling, bro.
Of our current heroes positioned at Classified Canyon. Seems like the Seven love their desert bases, but now we have official confirmation they plan on making this their new one. Yeah. Not only have they already built a giant landing pad, but our new quest for the Visitor have us help set up the base of operations, with him telling us that for better or for worse, this is our new home base. So expect a massive makeover here for Season 2, especially when the Foundation arrives. But remember, he's not the only one trapped in ice. So is Captain America.
Yeah.
You see, Fortnite's not just teasing Season 2, but what happens directly after it ends. All of the teasers are obvious parodies of Avengers Doomsday, taking on the iconic Returns In, paired with the date and ticking countdown at the end of every trailer. It seemed like a simple joke until Steve Rogers, one of the big returns from the movie, also showed up in our Fortnite trailer. And now, it's more obvious than ever. If you take a look at leaks from last year, the season after this is supposed to be a mini-season with another Marvel collab.
Nolan Symbiote, that'd be tough. Wait, hold on. Chatter, that would actually be tough. Dude, Nolan Symbiote would actually be really good. I like that.
It makes sense in the build-up to Doomsday later this year, even mirroring Rivals' year-long event to prepare for it. With Marvel Rivals dropping a season in June, which is the exact same time as this supposed release, it's starting to make sense where a lot of those 100 gaming collabs we were promised will come from. The question is, who will bring them? To answer that, we need to answer how the Dark Voyager travels to all of these places. And that brings us back to the last reality. Think about it. When you look at everything surrounding the Voyager, there are simply too many connections to ignore. Inside Lethal Labs, the walls are covered with paintings and glyphs that we've seen before. Symbols of the Herald, the cube runes covering the ship, and even the architecture that looks extremely similar to the cube cradle. And just like them, he uses it to travel between...
Oh, I gotta say, the cube cradle, looking up at that is terrifying, dude. You just see that in the sky, and that thing can just decimate the island in one single tap. Like, jeez. It's terrifying.
Realities. So is the Dark Voyager working for them? It's possible. In fact, he might just be a scout. Because if you pay close attention, every step of his plan lines up with something we've seen the last reality attempt in the past. Rebuilding the Zero Point, harvesting its power, and conquering every world.
I thought I was going to say something else, but yeah, it's just this.
It all lines up, but this is where it gets strange. As we learned a couple months ago, this entire storyline has been revealed to be phases. At the start of the season, we intercepted this
It's crazy, just phase 1 is crazy.
Mysterious transmission. It described everything that's happened so far, not as some grand plan, but just phase 1. The big villain of last chapter, the Dark Presence, he was a containment method. The chaos across the island, a test. Now, Fortnite Season 2 live event is here. The Zero Point as her being arrogant. But what if that was literal? What if everything we
skipped.
Experienced, the cubes, is it to travel between realities? So is the
I'm so sorry about that, guys. I am so sorry. Oh my god.
Dark Voyager working for them? It's possible. In fact, he might just be a scout. Because if you pay close attention...
Yeah, we know, bro.
His mission, it described everything that's happened so far, not as some grand plan, but just phase 1. The big villain of last chapter, the Dark Presence, he was a containment method. The chaos across the island, a test. Now the Zero Point is finally starting to reform, meaning phase 2 begins, leading to a giant battle for control of the island, just like in chapter 2. And we were told this years ago when the Cube Queen gave us a warning in her song.
What?
And everything you ever thought was true was just part of the game I let you view.
Now at the
Okay, come on. That's kind of a stretch. They did not like foreshadow this stuff, dude. Come on.
At the time, we shrugged this off as her being arrogant. But what if that was literal? What if everything we've experienced, the cubes, the chrome, the invasions, were really just experiments? And if the last reality really is behind the Voyager's mission, then rebuilding the Zero Point might just be the final step they need to return at full strength. Now, I'll be honest, there is a problem with this. Something about the Dark Voyager just doesn't quite fit the last reality's playbook.
What do you mean? He's a cube.
And as we further investigate his actions, the more it starts to look like he might be working for someone else entirely. Someone we thought was gone. A man who has wanted control of the Zero Point longer than anyone. The evidence is actually pointing to someone even more dangerous in the last reality, and that's Geno.
Dude.
From the black and gold all over the ship matching his original suit, to the fact that even the Order believes something suspicious.
But something feels off. I think there's more going on than meets the eye.
Dude, no way.
It was already
no
pretty
fucking
weird.
way.
But that evidence only kept stacking when Amy hacked into his comms.
The encrypted channel features a single message addressed to a redacted comm. It says, "I will not fail you."
So yes, the Dark Voyager is working for someone. And while it may be the last reality, it could also be Geno.
Dude. Geno is such a wasted character. Geno is literally like, dude, Geno is such a wasted character, they gotta bring him back, bro. He's so wasted.
Single thing he stood for was perfection, complete control of the Zero Point, and what better example of that than someone literally stitching it back together while he hides in the shadows. We even saw this kind of behavior before when Geno used Stellan as his minion, so it makes sense why the Dark Voyager doesn't want to fail him. Take a look at his screen here, and you could even notice he's using the Imagined Order's language. So if he was truly part of the cubes, he would be reading glyphs.
Bro.
But I found one more final thing that'll just blow your mind. If you read back the Dark Voyager's quests, you'll notice that when searching for the Seven, he says the Order was of particular interest, not just to him, but to us. So even his boss wanted her, but why? Well, because after the Imagine's death, the Order is Geno's only daughter left alive. The last reality might just be a disguise, a cover-up, distraction.
Right. Oh my God, you're
somewhere
actually
Geno
right.
reforms, ready to take the completed Zero Point at a moment's notice. Well, Season 2 will tell us...
Dude, nah. That's such a good theory. Geno coming back. Geno was such a wasted character, bro. Him coming back would be so cool. I do want to say I'm really sorry about the little technical difficulties. I hope hopefully that'll never happen in a video again. But yeah, I'll see you later. Like, subscribe. That's so crazy. Geno being back, because that is his last daughter alive. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See y'all later. Like, subscribe, and bye. See y'all later. Keep on being goats.